Hi everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to this video. So recently I was taking a workshop and in these workshops I get a query regarding the people who are working, right? And they want to prepare for this NABARD grade A examination. So I got a lot of query from the working aspirants and they told me that ma'am, what should be our strategy to clear this NABARD grade A examination? As we are working, we have 9-hour job and we have time constraint. We cannot give enough time on day-to-day basis. Only on the weekends we can utilize our weekends, right? So to cater all the queries, to solve all the problems regarding strategy, timetable and sources for working aspirant, I have come up with this video, and in this video I'll tell you about that what are the important topics to be covered from each subject, what are your sources, and how you can distribute your entire time that is left in front of you to prepare for this examination. Okay, so that is the agenda of this video. So let's start by understanding our subjects. So we have ARD static, ESI static, then we have to read current affair and non-merit section. So in general, if we see, these are the important subject to be covered for this examination. So see, first we have to focus on the static part, that is our ARD static and ESI static. Now apart from the static part of ARD and ESI, it is very important to learn current affair also, because we see the weightage of current affair in the ESI section specifically. So here the weightage of current affair is more as compared to static. It is less for ARD part because in ARD static weightage is more, current affair is less, but still all the schemes related to agriculture and rural development are again very important for your ARD current affair part, right? Now next we have the non-merit section, in which we will discuss about quant, reasoning, English and your computer knowledge, decision making. Okay? So let's start this video by understanding first your very important subject, I would say, is ARD static for this examination. Now especially for those who are not from agriculture background, okay, they might feel overwhelmed, or they might feel this subject be a difficult subject for their exam, right? So what to do for this subject is, देखो, I always tell you that refer to the syllabus and refer to the previous year question. Now once you will refer to the syllabus and PYQs, you will get to know that there are few very important chapters that need to be covered, and from which the number of questions is asked more as compared to the other topics and other chapters. So let's discuss what are these important chapters. So first we have is agronomy, then we have farming system, soil and water conservation, plantation and horticulture crop, animal husbandry and poultry, fishery and forestry. Okay, now here these are the important chapters or important topics that should be covered thoroughly by you. Now if you are just a working aspirant and you don't have enough time to cover entire ARD section, you will just follow these important chapter and try to cover them in thorough manner, so that if any question is asked from these chapter, you are in the position of doing it. Okay? So these are very important topic for your ARD section. Just focus on these if you cannot cover the entire syllabus or entire section. Okay? So on priority you have to cover these and accordingly prepare for this ARD subject. Now sources I have mentioned here, so you can follow any of the book that is covering the entire agriculture for the competitive examination, like the Fundamental of Agriculture by Arun Katyan. Then we have animal husbandry, you can go to the GC Banerjee textbook of animal husbandry. Then for fisheries part you can rely on ICR handbook, and then for agriculture engineering there is a Jagdishwar Saheb book. Now in these books where we have to cover the allied agriculture part, you don't have to entirely cover these book. You have to just pick the important topics from your syllabus that is given in the syllabus from these chapters, from these books, and only cover these important topics. Okay, no need to read end to end to these books. Okay, just the important book for you will be the Fundamental of Agriculture by Arun Katyan. Now if you are someone who is already from agriculture background, then you can directly jump to the Nimrod Sunda. Okay, and you can refer to other books. But if you are someone who is very new to this agriculture subject, I would suggest you to just go for this book. Okay? Now that was the important topics for ARD static, ठीक है, and sources for ARD static. Clear? Let's move ahead and see for ESI static. Now students, here one thing to understand that is very important is ESI static weightage is less in the objective part for both phase 1 and phase 2. आपके जो ESI static के questions होंगे they will be very less in the objective section. Then a question comes, बच्चे पूछते हैं कि मैम फिर क्या ESI static को छोड़ दें, अगर ये पूछा ही नहीं जाना है तो हम इसे पढ़े क्यों, राइट? Now the importance of ESI static is in your descriptive answer writing. ठीक है, आपने phase 2 में descriptive answer writing में आंसर्स लिखने हैं, वहां पे आपके जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे they will be from ESI static, they will be from ESI part, and you need to have a good knowledge, good information for writing these descriptive answer questions, right? So for that purpose you are required to learn about these ESI subject. Now if you are someone who is from agriculture background or who is not from economics background, what to do? So here is the list of important topics that you can follow. Okay, so you can follow these important topics because usually the questions are around these topics only. So it is measurement of growth, balance of payment, inflation, monetary policy, fiscal policy, employment generation, poverty alleviation, and rural banking and financial institute. ठीक है, these are the important topics that you can follow, that you can read for developing general understanding regarding this ESI subject. Then what should be your sources for these topics? So I have mentioned two sources, Indian Economy by Ramesh Singh and Social Problem in India by Ram Ahuja. Now here you don't need to mug up the facts. Like in ARD static, you are required to learn each and everything. You are required to learn facts. You are required to understand the concepts in a good detail way so that you can answer the question in the examination. Right? But here you don't have to learn everything, you have to just understand. So understanding is required in ESI static. ठीक है? Not learning, just understanding. So just understand all these topic. What is this topic? What is it talking about? What is the impact of ESI? Okay, what is the impact of inflation for, say, like if we take this topic, inflation. So what is the impact of inflation in the national economy, okay, on the individual household? So these are the things you have to do for ESI and just develop the general understanding of this subject. Clear? Moving ahead, now we'll discuss about the current affair part, because now the next very important part is current affair. ठीक है, ESI static आप पढ़ लोगे, ESI ARD static पढ़ लोगे, but current affair is very dynamic. ठीक हो, ESI static, ARD static is something that require one time attention. You will just read once and then you are required to just revise it as many times as you can. But for current affair, it cannot be like कि एक महीने का ही करंट अफेयर आने वाला है या 2-3 महीने का ही करंट अफेयर आएगा या सिर्फ पर्टिकुलर टाइप का ही करंट अफेयर आएगा. ओके, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. It is very dynamic. Anything can come for current affair. Now what usually come in examination, let's see. So we have ESI current affair and ARD current affair. Now I have told you weightage of ESI current affair is very much in the objective part of your phase 1 as well as phase 2. In ARD current affair, I would say weightage is less, but you cannot neglect ARD related schemes because ARD schemes are very important again for your current affair part. ठीक है, now what kind of schemes you have to read in ESI? So all the schemes related to growth, production, MSME, social issues like poverty alleviation, gender equality, social infrastructure. तो जो भी टॉपिक आपके सिलेबस में है related to ESI and उससे related, उससे जो relate करके हमारी schemes बनाती है गवर्नमेंट, they are very important for your exam. ठीक है, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ARD स्कीम्स, सो एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड जितनी भी स्कीम्स है वो सारी इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, यहाँ पे अब मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगी कि ये वाली स्कीम ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये ज्यादा कम इंपॉर्टेंट है. Every schemes that you see related to agriculture and rural development, they are very important for NABARD exam. ठीक है. Next, if I talk about reports, so in ESI report you have to cover economic survey, budget, okay, then census, SECC annual report. Then if any report is citing any kind of ranking of India worldwide on in the state, if there is any state wise report, so any state ranking is given, so you have to look for the reports which are that are related to your syllabus and are important in your exam. So what report to pick is the thing that you can get from the PYQs. Just read the PYQs, have the analysis that what kind of reports and what type of data is being asked from these reports. Just have the reference of these PYQs and select all the reports, important reports for yourself. Okay, some I have mentioned here. So next, if I talk about ARD reports, now here is the thing that ARD related reports are important, but if we have any updated data, then I would say it is very, very important for this particular 2024 examination. Okay, in 23 we have seen there are no questions from reports part. Okay, they have asked question from your MSP, and there were only few questions, mostly questions were from the schemes part. So what I would suggest you, that here you have to read all the census, you have to read all the reports, but on priority give on प्रायोरिटी गिव प्रायोरिटी टू द स्कीम्स पार्ट. स्कीम्स को ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी देनी है, रिपोर्ट्स को यू कैन गिव लेस प्रायोरिटी अंटिल एंड अनटिल इट इज अपडेटेड. अगर कोई अपडेटेड वर्जन आता है, लाइक NABARD एनुअल रिपोर्ट इज गोइंग टू अपडेट बिफोर योर एग्जामिनेशन, इफ इट इज अपडेटेड you have to read it. Okay, if livestock census come you have to read it, if agri census come you have to read it. ठीक है, अपडेटेड रिपोर्ट पढ़नी है, और अगर एग्जाम से पहले अपडेटेड रिपोर्ट नहीं है तो एक बार जो पुरानी रिपोर्ट है उसको भी देख लेना है. ठीक है, देन ऑल द रेलेवेंट करंट अफेयर रिलेटेड टू योर ESI एंड ERD आर अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट. एक दो क्वेश्चन इनसे भी आ सकते हैं, तो उसको भी आपने पढ़ना है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट आप स्कीम्स में कैसे क्या कवर करोगे? यू विल कवर मिनिस्ट्री, लॉन्चर, फंडिंग, बजट एलोकेशन, ऑब्जेक्टिव, टारगेट बेनिफिशियरी एक्सेट्रा. देन रिपोर्ट्स में जो आपने पहले देखनी है आपके सिलेबस से रिलेटेड कौन सी रिपोर्ट है, देन की फाइंडिंग क्या है, रैंकिंग क्या है, इंपॉर्टेंट डिटेल्स या इंपॉर्टेंट डेटा ऑफ दैट रिपोर्ट यू हैव टू नोट इट डाउन. ठीक है, सो अब जो वर्किंग एस्पिरेंट है उनके पास इतना टाइम नहीं है, तो आई वुड से हैव ए आइडिया ऑफ योर सिलेबस. ठीक है, PYQ को देख लो अच्छे से, सिर्फ इंपॉर्टेंट स्कीम्स ऑफ ESI, इंपॉर्टेंट स्कीम्स ऑफ ARD उनको अच्छे से कर लो. स्कीम्स तो बहुत अच्छे से करनी है. फिर रिपोर्ट्स पे जाओ, रिपोर्ट्स कौन सी इंपॉर्टेंट है, किससे क्वेश्चन आया है, उन रिपोर्ट्स को पिक करो, उनको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लो, और अदर करंट अफेयर उसके बाद आपने प्रिपेयर करना है. ठीक है, that was regarding your current affair part. Now let's move on to the non-merit section. Now non-merit section में we have quant, reasoning and English. ठीक है, हमारे पास टाइम कम है, हम working aspirant है, we cannot give sufficient time for all these subject. What to do? So students, see, for non-merit section what you have to do, you have to, these are the syllabus or these are the important topic of non-merit section. ठीक है, what you can do, you can give importance to few topics like number series, DI, quadratic equation, simplification, world problem. ठीक है, these are important, very very important topics. At least practice these topic thoroughly so that if there is any question in the examination you are in the position of doing it. ठीक है, फिर परसेंटेज रेशियो आपको थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया होना चाहिए टू सॉल्व द DI क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, इंटरेस्ट ये भी थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया होना चाहिए टू सॉल्व द DI क्वेश्चन. तो ये तो बहुत जेनरिक चीज हो गई, परसेंटेज रेशियो, प्रोपोर्शन, इंटरेस्ट, टाइम एंड वर्क. बट हाँ, ये जो इंपॉर्टेंट 4-5 टॉपिक है ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है क्वाड्रेटिक, सॉरी, फॉर द क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, एंड इनको आपने अच्छे से करना है. ठीक है, नाउ अगर रीजनिंग में भी हमारे पास ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है तो क्या करें? सो जस्ट गो फॉर सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट, अल्फा न्यूमेरिक सीरीज, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग, रैंकिंग इन ऑर्डर, ब्लड रिलेशन. ठीक है, अब पजल देखो, पजल में वैसे भी एग्जाम में ज्यादा टाइम लगता है, आपके पास टाइम है, आपको इंटरेस्ट आता है पजल सॉल्व करने में, गो अहेड. बट एग्जाम में हमें टाइम बाउंड मैनर में भी अपना नॉन मेरिट सेक्शन क्लियर करना है और फिर मेरिट सेक्शन भी देखना है. ठीक है, तो वहां पे क्या करना है, पजल पहले नहीं पिक करते हम, और क्वेश्चंस को पहले देखते हैं कि ताकि हमारी जो मिनिमम कट ऑफ है वो क्लियर हो जाए. ठीक है, तो आपने क्या करना है, इन जो 4 टॉपिक्स हैं उनको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है. ठीक है, ये जो 4-5 टॉपिक है उनको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है. ठीक है, इनइक्वालिटी, सिलोगिज्म, ये भी अच्छे टॉपिक है. डायरेक्शन इज ऑल्सो अ गुड टॉपिक जहां से क्वेश्चन आता है, तो सिलोगिज्म और डायरेक्शन भी आपने देखना है. ठीक है, और इनइक्वालिटी, तो इनमें से आपने सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करने हैं. ठीक है, और क्वेश्चन भी बहुत इजी से मॉडरेट लेवल के क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करने हैं. क्वांट रीजनिंग में ज्यादा हाई लेवल के नहीं करने हैं, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन का जो लेवल होता है दैट इज अगेन इजी टू मॉडरेट. क्लियर? नाउ कमिंग टू द English. So in English you can focus on these things. ठीक है, I have mentioned it here. You can take the screenshot. You can download the PDF of this session from the Telegram also. ठीक है, तो clause test, sentence, word rearrangement, ठीक है, error detection, sentence improvement, antonyms, synonyms, reading comprehension, यहाँ से जो है आपके इंग्लिश में क्वेश्चन आएंगे, तो इनकी यू हैव टू डू प्रैक्टिस. एवरीथिंग यू कैन नॉट कवर, एटलीस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स जो हमें पता है कि जहां से क्वेश्चन आना ही आना है, एटलीस्ट वी हैव टू कवर दैट. ठीक है, चलो फिर देन कमिंग ऑन टू द कंप्यूटर अवेयरनेस एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग. नो स्टूडेंट, देखो, कंप्यूटर अवेयरनेस एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग इज समथिंग वेयर यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू जस्ट अटेम्प्ट 3 to 4 क्वेश्चंस करेक्टली. ठीक है, सो दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग. जस्ट have the understanding of these topics and you will be easily able to clear the minimum cutoff. ठीक है, computer awareness के लिए these are the important topics. Out of these topics, just have the analysis of PYQ and see what are the very important one or from which question is often asked. Okay, like your shortcuts. From the shortcut keys, question is often asked. There will be 2 to 3 questions from shortcut keys. So MS Office is there, hardware and memory, computer awareness, software and operating system. You can just keep an eye on these few important topics. Just cover it in the general way so that you can clear your minimum cutoff of computer awareness. ठीक है? Now coming to the descriptive English, here you will have to practice essay writing, reading comprehension, précis writing, letter writing. ठीक है? हमारे पास time कम है तो what we have to do? We have to stretch a bit in our weekends. So weekends में you can do this English descriptive practice along with your descriptive आंसर राइटिंग ऑफ ESI एंड ARD. ठीक है, वीकेंड्स में आपने आंसर लिखने हैं ESI और ARD के, उसके साथ साथ यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस एटलीस्ट ऐसे राइटिंग बिफोर योर फेज 1. ऐसे राइटिंग तक अगर आपने कर लिया और डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर राइटिंग ESI ARD की हो गई फेज 1 से पहले, देन आफ्टर फेज 1 यू कैन वर्क ऑन योर प्रेसी एंड लेटर राइटिंग. ठीक है, so that was regarding the non-merit section. Now students, let's talk about how to distribute the remaining time that we have in our hand. So what you have to do, आपने क्या करना है, पहले you have to see that कितना time बचा है approximately आपके पास. So approx not 60 days means it I made it as per the 60 days, but approximately आपने अपने हिसाब से देखना है. ठीक है, because मेरे हिसाब से मेरी speed अगर अच्छी है तो मेरे लिए 60 days इज देयर. इफ किसी की स्पीड कम है, समवन इज वेरी मतलब थोड़ा धीरे धीरे पढ़ते हैं तो उनके लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम चाहिए, राइट? तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली सी व्हाट days you have in your hand and then divide your entire time in 3 parts. In the first part you will cover ARD and ESI along with the current affairs. देखो, now it's the time you cannot pick one subject at a time. ठीक है, so what you have to do, you have to pick ARD along with current affair. Once your ARD static is completed, then you have to pick ESI static along with your current affair. Okay, that you will do in the first part of your time. Next part, in the second part, what you will do, you will focus on current affair of ESI and ARD. Along with that, you will practice MCQ of ARD and ESI. ठीक है, this is the second part. So here what you will do, you will cover all the current affair, remaining current affair of previous month. ठीक है, you will revise your ARD and ESI section. If possible, you can pick one non-merit section here like quant or reasoning or English. ठीक है, if possible, just quickly cover all the current affair of past month and get updated with the present month, and then you have to continue your current affair, and in the third part you will practice your non-merit section. ठीक है, if possible you can practice it here also, but if not, then in the third part of your time you will practice your non-merit section and करंट अफेयर विल रिमेन कंटिन्यू. ओके, जो करंट अफेयर आपने पढ़ते रहना है अपने एग्जाम से पहले तक भी, और उसके बाद यू विल हैव टू गिव हियर मॉक्स एंड डू अगेन रिविजन. सो दिस स्ट्रैटेजी यू कैन फॉलो फॉर योरसेल्फ. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड फॉर वर्किंग एस्पिरेंट दैट you have a limited time, okay, and you have to smartly devote this time to your preparation. तो वो उसके लिए आपने क्या करना है, आपने स्मार्ट स्ट्रैटेजी बनानी है. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, पिक द इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर्स ओनली. ठीक है, पहले आप देखो जो इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक कवर करके एक मॉक टेस्ट दे दो, देखो कितना कवर हो रहा है. अगर फिर भी कुछ लगता है कि किसी चीज का गैप है या फिर कुछ भी इंप्रूवमेंट चाहिए, again come back and practice those important topics. So do a smart strategy, have a smart strategy and do a smart work. You will be easily able to crack this examination. Okay, but at least try to give 3 to 4 hours daily. ठीक है, देखो अब हमारे पास टाइम थोड़ा कम है तो एटलीस्ट हमें 4 घंटे तो रोज देने ही देने हैं. ओके, एंड ऑन वीकेंड्स यू हैव टू स्ट्रेच इट. वीकेंड्स में आपने थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेच करना है अपने वर्किंग आवर्स, स्टडी आवर्स को, एंड वहां पे आपने डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर राइटिंग और डिस्क्रिप्टिव इंग्लिश की ऐसे की प्रैक्टिस करनी है. क्लियर? सो दैट वाज ऑल फॉर दिस वीडियो स्टूडेंट्स. आई होप यू हैव एंजॉयड. सो इफ यू हैवंट सब्सक्राइब टू अवर यूट्यूब चैनल येट, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू अवर यूट्यूब चैनल, एंड इफ यू वांट टू डाउनलोड द PDF ऑफ दिस लेक्चर you can download it from the Telegram channel. चलो, with that we have come to the end of the session, but before ending I wanted to show you our vlog. So you just need to type edutab.co.in, and you will get this interface. Now this interface will help you get all information regarding all the examination. Now if you want specifically information regarding NABARD grade A, you can just click on the categories, select NABARD grade A, and all the information regarding the exam, regarding the job profile of NABARD grade A officer, regarding the strategy to crack this examination, courses that we have, and the success stories of the people who have already cleared this NABARD grade A examination will be provided to you in this platform. Okay? So now if you want to see the success stories, so you can see all the people success stories is there, okay, who have cracked this examination, and you can watch this and motivate yourself. So that was all, students. I hope this session was fruitful for you, and all the working aspirant, I would wish you all the very best for your examination. Just try to push yourself. Okay, you wanted to be in a better job, so for that, again, you have to push yourself and give your 100%, be consistent in your preparation, and surely you will be definitely cracking this examination, right? So that's all from my side. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.